What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Orange is AI, where we turn AI beginners to AI experts. In this video, I'm going to break down how to turn animals into a merge or hybrid of each other. I'm going to show you what I use. I'm going to give you the prompt, and we're going to just create some really dope stuff and just let our imaginations run wild. Let's dive right into it. The tool that we're going to use today is ChatGPT. It's a very straightforward process, and there's multiple ways to be able to get what you are looking for. You can either type in your prompts, or you can select dictate and actually voice the prompt that you're looking for. To get started, I'm going to actually prompt ChatGPT to give me the ideas that I'm looking for. I'm going to say, create 5 different examples of animal hybrids. I'm gonna hit enter. Using ChatGPT in this way allows it to act as your assistant and brainstorming tool to be able to create the prompts that you're looking for. The first prompt that we're going to use is lion, eagle, hybrid creature, realistic fur and feathers, majestic pose, golden hour lighting, photorealistic, the head of a lion and the body of an eagle. And we want to create this in a 16:9 aspect ratio. What that's going to do is it's going to actually fill up the screen in a horizontal way. So I'm going to copy my prompts here. I'm going to go over to ChatGPT, but I'm not going to just type in the prompt and press enter. I'm going to actually select create image. I'm going to paste my prompts here. We have an option of the different styles here. I'm going to keep it unselected, and we're going to go ahead and press enter. It takes about a minute to be able to process, and before you know it, we have our image. And this is what ChatGPT was able to create. As you see, we have the lion as the head, the eagle with the body, even down to the feet. It's very poignant. I love the fact that it's kind of on its on a perch, same thing that an eagle would be on. Golden light, golden hour setting, looks very regal. The color and the vibes just really match. Light setting on the left side. And it's a little bit, kind of casting a shadow here on the right. I think ChatGPT did a 10 out of 10. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Let's move on to the next prompt. The next prompt we're going to use is called polar tiger bear. The next prompt we're going to use is going to be called a polar tiger bear. Yes, I named it myself. The prompt is create an animal hybrid of a polar bear with the colors and stripes of a tiger, but make the setting in somewhere where it's nothing but snow similar to the North Pole. I don't want any text, and make the aspect ratio 16:9. Now, keep in mind how I'm prompting it. I'm prompting it in natural language, meaning how I would normally talk. Sometimes I ramble, but I'm letting ChatGPT kind of sort it out, fine tune it, so that way it understands it. We're going to go through the same process, creating an image, pasting our prompt, hitting enter, and waiting for the result. And this is what we have. We have a polar bear going in the snow like you would normally see it, but it has the stripes and color of a tiger. And I think ChatGPT nailed it. I really like how vivid the fur and the colors are with the contrast of the white snow. It's on its fore, so it has like a very much polar bear vibe. I really like how it came out. I give this prompt a 10 out of 10 as well. You guys let me know which one is your favorite in the comments below, but let's go ahead and move on to the third one. All right, so the next example is going to be a hybrid between a gorilla and an elephant. I call it Gorillafant. Yes, I came up with the name. Create a gorilla elephant hybrid where it has a gorilla body but an elephant face, with a trunk. But the gorilla elephant is beating his chest on top of a typo on the edge of a cliff. Keep in mind, these are words I just spouted out in ChatGPT, and I was able to use the dictation feature to be able to do it. So understand it doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as you give it a good idea of what you want it to say, you can use whatever rambly language you can use, and ChatGPT will do a great job. And let's see what it came up with. All right, so this is the result. You guys tell me what you think. This is a gorilla on the edge of a cliff with an elephant face. I think this is dope. 10 out of 10. Once again, it's like he's beating his chest. It looked like he's kind of like mid-beat. I really think it really captured like definitely the feet. It's like mainly gorilla. It's like 80% gorilla, and in the face, in the nostrils, in the tongue, tusk, that's what it's called. It's the elephant, and this is exactly what I was looking for. I love the fact that, you have it kind of in the forefront. We have blurred background. So everything kind of looks very much cohesive in the way it should look. Let's move on to the next prompt. Rhino Medillo. Create a rhinoceros and armadillo hybrid. A rhino with flexible armed plating, actually practical, adds mobility to heavy protection without losing strength. Aspect ratio 16:9. Keep in mind that you don't always have to use, when you're using ChatGPT and you're using one linear project, you don't always have to put the aspect ratio, because it'll remember what the last prompt was before. So that way you can then kind of create, and you know that it's going to be in the aspect ratio. For this one, I went ahead and asked it to put in 16:9, and our prompt was this, and this is our result. And this is our result. A rhino with the armadillo hybrid. And again, ChatGPT nailed it. I think ChatGPT's strength is really text, like understanding text, understanding natural language. When I'm using different tools, sometimes you have to kind of prompt it a certain way to be able to get what you want. With ChatGPT, I can just have a run-on sentence. I can use my natural language. I could talk any type of way, and it'll make sense of what I have to say, and it'll create a prompt out of it. So it makes it that you don't have to be such a great prompt engineer, and it allows you to be able to create some really dope stuff without getting a perfect prompt. So this is what we have here, and I love it. 10 out of 10. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys think at the bottom in the comments. All right, so our next prompt is going to be an octopus and chameleon hybrid, color shifting, cephaloped. Not really sure what that means. That can walk on land for short periods, 8 limbs, and adaptive camouflage equals perfect stealth creature. Keep in mind, these prompts I got directly from ChatGPT by simply just asking for 5 different examples of animal hybrids, and this is what it kind of spouted out to me. I copied those prompts, and now I'm asking GPT to create an image of those prompts. So we're gonna go ahead, put that in there, select it. So this is our octopus chameleon. So we have the legs of the arms, kind of like still of the chameleon, maybe the arms of the chameleon, but we still have the different little tentacles of the octopus. I'm not sure how they would stand and walk, with this, but it's like they got the 2 hind legs. So this is really good, very detailed. It's an octopus with a chameleon hybrid. One thing that you can also do too is you can also tell ChatGPT to, hey, you know what? Make it look more like an octopus, without having to prompt it all over again or create something new. You can tell it to make it look more like an octopus, make it look more like a chameleon. You could even give it like a specific color. So these are things where you call multimodal, where you can kind of just use natural language to be able to continue perfecting the image that you ultimately want to see without having, again, to prompt it perfectly or use the perfect words. And that's it. This is a great way to be able to use ChatGPT to be able to create not only ideas and brainstorm, but the actual prompts you would use then to create your own images. And you don't have to go to any other AI software program. You can stay right here in ChatGPT to do it. It starts off with the ideas, and it can create the images, and you can create some really great results. One thing I also use to make sure that my images are pristine and the best that it could possibly look is a tool called Magnific AI. What you want to do is you want to download your image from ChatGPT, and then you want to upload it to an upscaler like Magnific AI, which is one of my favorite upscalers. And I want to show you the difference in quality of what you can receive. So this is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. Look at the details in not only the hair, but in the face. You know, even if you go down to the feet. So this right here is going to take your images to the 10th power. So, you know, a lot of people may be creating images in ChatGPT, but to be able to take it to the next step level, use an upscaler. The one I use is Magnific AI. I'm going to leave all that description at the bottom, so that way you guys are very much aware of where to find it if you so choose to use it. So that's our tutorial for today. Please let me know which animal hybrid that you saw in this video is your favorite. And if you have any ideas of what I should create next, what two animals I should merge in the next video, please leave them in the comments below and I'll get right to it. Until next time, y'all. Peace.